The ability to scare everyone off with the coronavirus during quarantine is insignificant next to the powers of Hollywood. Huh, that lightsaber's just about as big as your... Richard, shut up!
Gentlemen, I must say, Disney Plus's streaming service is a success. Rise of Skywalker is now on the service.
Well, then maybe we should have gone back to the boarding room. We should have broken more divine laws. Cashed into that sweet money. More unnecessary kiss scenes.
I'm surprised we didn't get them to smooch. Or them to smooch.
Or these two to smooch. If we want to please the fans, we'll do anything we can.
For once, I don't think I agree with you, man. I think it's a bit creepy, but whatever. I've been to more lightsabers and explosives. Whether the fans like it or not, Star Wars is always going to be a success.
Hold on a minute. Didn't the fans say this was a disappointment from hell? Oh, I'm sorry. At least we listened to the fans for once, and they got what they wanted. Right, yes? The fans didn't like it when we were taking risks with The Last Jedi. They were far too passionate towards the original trilogy to see the good stuff in The Last Jedi. So we took the step of transitioning from risk-taking to taking no risks at all.
Do we ever listen to critics? No, we silence them, these amigos. Gotta sell those lightsabers at some point.
Oh, I'm so glad I picked the right options during the boarding meetings during production. If I was pointing to the right ideas, I still lost my glasses.
Yes, the fans reap what they sow. They were divisive against The Last Jedi. Well, we'll follow their demands. The fans didn't like the risks the filmmakers were making for The Last Jedi. So, according to my calculations, actually listening to the fans, i.e. their theories they kept preaching on the internet, combined with Hollywood's desperate attempts to get Star Wars to make millions of money, mainly to cash in on Endgame, mind you, which is coming out the same year, you're guaranteed to have a mess where people will hopefully put back their expectations.
Well, I'll agree with you there. The fans reap what they sow, but are you sure that we could have had a few alterations during the production of this movie? Oh, come now, we gave them what they wanted. We gave them the humor, the drama, the lightsaber and fighting chase scenes. We even provided the fan service.
Still baffles me to this day as well. If we don't listen to the fans, they get upset. If we listen to the fans, they get upset. Either way, they get upset. My goodness, the fans are just as megalomaniacally desperate for nostalgia as we are. Now, all that aside, gentlemen, let's start preparations for the next Star Wars trilogy. According to my calculations, if that's what they are, again, I've lost my glasses, a new trilogy will put less pressure off to cash into nostalgia and make a new story. We could do whatever we like, delve deeper into the Jedi religion, introduce new characters, introduce new theories that would cash into the Skywalker saga anyway, because they're never gonna let go of the original trilogy, and basically make Star Wars an eternal franchise even after we pass on to meet our maker. And this franchise will go on all the way to eternity, even after we pass away to meet our maker for divine judgment. And the best part is, just like with Rise of Skywalker, an experiment of mine which worked, even if the film is bad or good, they'll watch it anyway. Gotta focus on selling those lightsabers. Even the people who are saying, enough, they'll watch it anyway. Television shows, future franchise movies, video games, lunchboxes, they'll just soak it all in. They'll bathe in it, make love with it, worship it, and they will bring in more cash to us. Don't ruin this chance to cash into a galaxy long time away. I didn't even say it right. Houdini!
Alright, you managed to make a box office success. Whoop-de-doo. But do you think we should have taken time to fix certain character developments and plot holes?
Yeah, I'm all for new characters to sell, but do you think it was a bit much?
No, I think we got what we needed. You're introducing new characters and new mechanics to the Jedi Force system left and right. Are you sure adding in too many characters wasn't a bit too much? More character build-up? No, we introduced old and new characters left and right and just gave them some more backstories. That's what the fans want.
Nah, we can never have enough characters. It's an entire galaxy. I still don't see what these amigos are complaining about. We managed to cash into Endgame. We had that big epic moment where all the spaceships were coming in to fight the big other evil spaceships, even though we lacked character development. But hey, the Marvel franchise is 10 years ahead. I mean, who needs character development when you got nostalgia?
Shouldn't Rey have gotten a bit more development in regard to her temptation to the dark side? Even if she was the daughter of the Star Wars equivalent of Satan? They'll get the gist of the characters. Do you think we could have fixed some loose ends in the previous two films of the sequel trilogy, like...
Loose ends? Good heavens, what loose ends?
The exact details of Finn's upbringing as a stormtrooper? Or giving Rose some time to shine, or... anything in regards to Snoke? Anything like that? No? Okay. Oh, yes. Was Finn a clone during his stormtrooper training? Leave that out to the fans' imaginations. Leave that out. The fans will come up with their own interpretations in regards to Finn. And yes, as well as other plot details we introduced in The Last Jedi, yes. If I were to raise a question in terms of the merchandising, do you think it was too late to establish the possibility of Emperor Palpatine being a clone? Oh, yes. Palpatine may have been a clone. We were going to introduce that, right? Is that not what the novels are for? Was that even a plotline that was in the novel? Yeah, I'll take time to read it. Yeah, I thought so. If they purchase the novels, that'll just increase the merchandising, so we shouldn't do anything to fix the film, really.
Yeah, in order to get more Star Wars action in future sequels, I would recommend just dropping the theories altogether. Just get some action. Aye! The epic Jedi with their spiritual powers, bounty hunters across the galaxy. Although, come to think of bounty hunters, I think there's a reason people prefer Mandalorian over Rise of Skywalker, these amigo.
Gentlemen, that statement is absurd.
We don't get the box office cash, but look at the fans praising the show. They love the Boba Fett counterpart, that internet meme that is Baby Yoda. Minimal amount of theorizing, not too much studio interference, aside from the fact that it's a Star Wars production. You know, this Star Wars franchise, it can have a light side, these amigos. Wouldn't you agree, sir?
That's the power of Star Wars. No matter how bad certain stories get within the Star Wars franchise, the fans will always come back for more. Amazon, Netflix, Disney Plus. The money's in the bag.
I mean, maybe we should focus less on milking Star Wars. Just focus on some sweet action. I know, call me crazy, but we're Star Wars, man. We got enough cash as it is.
No constipatedly angry fan or worldwide illness is going to stop Hollywood. We are gods. We'll have Pearl kissing Finn and more ladies kissing ladies if it's the last thing I do. And don't forget the video game marketing.
How much more do we want? Especially when we're in collaboration with Disney, who also owns Marvel, National Geographic, and Pixar, everyone knows that, and 20th Century Fox, and The Simpsons, and Alien for some stupid flipping reason. We have enough cash to go around, man. We could just focus on sweet Star Wars action and just get some more cash off the theme parks. Oh man, we don't need to gather cash anymore. I don't even think we need to make a sequel trilogy.
Time to bring out Dark Side.
Yeah, I know, but we just need to focus on some sweet Star Wars action. God bless Star Wars.
I find your lack of cooperation disturbing.
Dear God, forgive me for working for Michael Bay.
Right. That's enough cashing in for one day.
What ho?
This is not trying to silence me.
Richard, you have become, you fool. The dark side I sense in you.
We'll cram in everything there is to know about the Jedi religion. And we will cram Darth Plagueis down the fans' throats whether they like it or not. And the fans are going to have their theories fulfilled whether they like it or not.
Do not smoke on your aspirations, you fool. Your ability to cash in on a franchise is insignificant compared to the franchise itself.
I am the producer.
It'll take more than cashing in to help you in the Star Wars future. The fans want better stories now, and unless they get that, they'll never come back.
Well, for lack of a better word, you forced me to do this.
This inner studio conflict will make a fine addition to the Star Wars collection.
We gentlemen are about to engage with what we Spanish refer to as Chulo de los Destinos!
Why else do you think they're praising the Mandalorian?
Chula vas a continuo! Da 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 da